Okay. Okay. Okay, baby Joes. Today I'm playing Toy Blast again. Last time I completed all 355. You know what I've been wanting to say for a while? You know how this part of the map is a space theme part that I did some time back? That I finished some time back, and how Amy's blanket is space themed and the stars out the window. I wonder if if the progression of this map section means this was her dream that she was having from her bedroom here, and then this is like when she woke up and got into the kitchen to eat and whatnot, eh? I'm probably putting way too much time into this. I'm probably putting way too much thought into this Toy Blast storyline. If there is a if there is a storyline, aren't I, for that matter? So yeah, let's get on to 356, which I'm first on. And as the Half-Life soldiers would say, let's go! Yes, we've got to get rid of the bricks and burst the beach balls here. I've got a Jolly Rancher in my mouth, by the way, so that's why my speech may sound a little bit peculiar, but probably no stranger than it usually does. Given that I'm hardly the most eloquent type, am I? Or would that be that I'm hardly the most charismatic type, since I think eloquence means, using big words and being well spoken, doesn't it? Whereas charisma is more the matter of how you vocalize yourself, which I'd say is more of a weakness to me than my vocabulary, to tell the truth. Will I do this, I wonder? Yes, I will. Will I be first? Oh, I was first all along, now I remember. Okay. Let's get on to 357 now, which I'm second on. I have noticed power-ups are on. I've noticed them starting with power-ups on this one, a propeller and a Rubik's Cube. I hope I didn't accidentally click to start the level with power-ups, which is possible to do if you've got power-ups accumulated, and if, say, you're having problems and trouble with a level, you can start with power-ups in order to give yourself that needed boost, so to speak. And I don't need to do that. Anyway, this propeller should help us finish off these last windmills, shouldn't it? So let's do that. Nice. And now it's just a matter of getting these last beach balls, isn't it? Shouldn't be too challenging. Oh, I should have got this one first, shouldn't I? Anyway, no matter because I've got it now, haven't I? Only 2 stars, but finishing the level's better than nothing, isn't better than losing, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, so let's go on to the next. Which is 358. Seems like we've got to get rid of windmills on this one, and I'm second. Free of dumper, it seems straightforward. And I don't think I did choose to start with power-ups because there's another Rubik's Cube there, with how I started with 2 power-ups on the last one, and only 1 on this one. Well, you'd think that would be a sign there ever was accidentally starting the levels with power-ups that I was running that I was starting to run out of them, and given the fact that I'd obviously have so many accumulated because of how I've played the game for so long, and because of how I'd doubtlessly have so many accumulated over that period of time. Well, I don't think I'd be running out anytime soon, do you, if I'd accidentally started using them, so to speak, to complete these levels. So I guess I don't really have anything to worry about. Double Rubik's Cubes for the win here. Yeah, splendid. And now we only have this one to get rid of here. But the question is, can I do it? Okay, we need this propeller to shoot downwards. But we've got yellows here anyway, so we do it anyway, yes. For a minute, I thought I'd lost the level. Yes, and I'm first with that score as well. Yay me. Okay, let's get on to level 359 now. Just dealing with the OCD. Which I'm first on this level as well, 359. So let's get started. Bubbles and slices of toast to get here, it'd appear. But we also have to contend with changing colours, don't we? But it doesn't matter because I seem to be doing well, at least at this juncture. You know, sometimes it can be a tad stressful playing this whilst recording because, you know, I get those times when I'm not sure what move to make and I feel the time ticking in my head. And I start thinking it must be boring for you viewers when I'm just staring at the screen deciding what move to make. So it's at times like that when the pressure mounts. So there you have it. There's another of the quandaries that often arises when you choose to be a YouTube gamer like me. But alas, life is all about dealing with pressure at times, isn't it? They say that the pressure is what creates diamonds after all, don't they? So that's why one should always try to remain strong and steadfast under pressure. It's always good when I get two of the same colours lined up against toasters like I just did then. At times like this, when I'm desperately trying to stay ahead, when I'm desperately trying to get the amount of slices of toaster I need, lower than the amount of moves that I have left. Anyway, at least I finished first. So let's go on to 360 now, because that was 359. So yeah, let's go. Yes, and I'm third on this one. Doesn't 360 seem like quite a landmark figure, eh? You know, with how 360 is the total amount of degrees that a circle has, apparently, isn't it? And how 360 was the number of the Xbox 360 as well, or 360, however they say it. This level has an interesting design, doesn't it, with all of the ice cubes and possibly bricks or beach balls that were in the middle, and then all these igloos at the sides next to the toasters, constantly producing ice cubes, being an overall bane to my existence at the moment. That might have been a mistake. But actually it's ended up being a happy mistake, because now I've got a combination of better power-ups, haven't I? Is it Bob Ross who used to call things happy mistakes? I recently heard it when I was playing Half-Life Episode 1 with commentary mode enabled, and the people who made it were talking about some kind of mistake they made when coding it or whatever, and then they managed to kind of turn things around and kind of make something good out of what they thought was that mistake. So yeah, they called it a happy mistake themselves. So yes, lived it. So yes. So yes, if the term happy mistake does come from Bob Ross, it's nice to think people working for Valve are inspired by Bob Ross, and at least in terms of the things they, at least in terms of the way of how they speak, isn't it? And have you noticed how I've got over 1,000 coins here now? That's the first time I've ever done that in all the time I've played this game, and I've played it for several years now, on and off. Anyway, now we're here at the garden section of the map, outside of the house we were in and the kitchen. Looks like a fun little place, doesn't it? With the trampoline and the Weetabix toy here. And the dog asleep. Got a cute name, hasn't he? Blast. Take it that's because he must be a fast runner when he's running around in the park, playing and whatnot. And this gnome here has a nice little gas lamp type light, doesn't he? Which you could imagine him using when he was doing his work in the underground mines. Hopefully not getting blocked in there by cave-ins and ending up dying in there, or suffocating or dying of starvation and potentially feeling claustrophobic while he's in there, sealed off from the world. Looks like there's a barbecue here ready as well. Quite an idyllic little scene, yes, with this tree house and tire swing as well, and the butterfly on it. Cute indeed. And this flamingo here, which makes me think of that National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation scene, I think, where Chevy Chase kicks one of them over outside the house when he's angry about something or other. And isn't that nice, a boat floating in this outdoor paddling pool? And here's a nice cozy spot to sit, isn't it, under this, did he call these parasols? I'm not sure. And aren't these little flowers cute in this cart? Along with this birdhouse, pathway is nice as well, isn't it? With what looks like decorative rocks and stones, which is often an aesthetic feature in many gardens that they're utilised in, I suppose you could say, Sunny Jim. Anyway, now that we're coming out the door, let's get on to 361, which I'm second on. And this is a nice looking level, isn't it? Where we've got to get rid of all of the bubbles and all of the bowling pins. Looks like it could end up being most satisfying to do indeed. I like this kind of level, cause it's satisfying when you blast lots of wherever you need to blast with big combinations of power-ups like that. Some not being very generous with the reds I need, is it? But alas, the game is starting to realise that resistance is futile and that I will get what I want eventually in regards to the colours of the boxes. So why postpone the inevitable, and just give me what I want, game? That way things can go harmoniously and we can all be happy when all is said and done. I know it was a shame that I settled for twin propellers there, but Seemed like the right thing to do at the time, aiming at that particular column where the bubbles were more thickly concentrated. Could end up being a mistake, but hopefully not. We should do it, I think. Yes. Isn't there a pretty score to have got as well? And I'm first. Let's get on to 362 now. Officially out of the house now. On the doorstep, pretty much. And I'm first on this level. Seems like we've got simple objectives to accomplish, doesn't it? A matter of getting a certain amount of colours and eliminating the bowling pins. Seems pretty straightforward, eh, baby dolls? Let's just hope that it's not deceptively straightforward. Okay, let's combine these power-ups now, like so. Take a big chunk out of those bowling pins. Kinda hard to get good combinations of power-ups when the levels are all divided into sections like this, isn't it? Rather than a more straightforward boxy shape kind of thing. And the vortexes make things somewhat unpredictable as well, don't they? Somewhat awkward. But alas, I don't have anything to worry about, I don't think. As I've won again. So yay me. And I'm first as well. Isn't that grand? Okay. That was 362. Let's go on to 363, which I'm second on. This looks like it'll be interesting, doesn't it? With 6 windmills. Yeah, that's a lot of windmills for one screen, isn't it? 6. freaking trees, Batman. Although it is satisfying when there's a lot of them clustered into tight, confined spaces, I find, because it means you can hit several of them at a time. Makes you feel like you're handling things in a most expedient, efficient manner, if I do say so myself. And now that we've got a wall of blues on this side, I'd say it might be advantageous to transform them into propellers, or convert them, if you want to talk in a kind of sporting kind of manner. You know, like when they say in hockey circles about converting shots on goals, or goal into goals. Yes. Such is the spirit of the sporting life, the sporting competitive life. And now we have another double Rubik's Cube. Aren't I doing well? Yes. Isn't that beautiful, all those TNT boxes forming everywhere? Giving me that beautiful high score as well. Yes. So that was 363. Let's go on to 364. Lots of beach balls to take out. And I'm first on this one. Yes, I had a feeling beach balls would be just about everywhere on this one, given the fact that we have to burst so many of them. I mean, there was always the chance they might have there might have only been a few on screen, with more of them falling in each time I clicked on the boxes, but alas, if life wasn't full of possibilities like that, both unique and diverse, the world could end up being a pretty dull place, couldn't it, baby dolls? Well, we're soon running out of moves, though, aren't we? I had a feeling that things wouldn't be quite as straightforward and easy as they outwardly appeared to be. And then you have the matter of the colour changes all the time, making things all the more deceptive and challenging, don't you? Yes, it'd seem I'm not going to do this. I was pretty close though, only 9 left. Yes, this time I'll do it. Because this time I know that my amount of moves for the level is highly limited. So I'll play with more of a heightened sense of urgency as I go about accomplishing the goal specified. Until when the end comes, I will end up standing victorious. Hopefully, anyway. As I'm making rather slow progress, unfortunately, aren't I? 22 to go in 5 moves. That would essentially mean having to get like 5 with each move, wouldn't it? Kind of a lofty goal, but not an impossible goal, but alas, seems quite unlikely at this point in time, though, sadly. Yes. Still, I was only 1 beach ball behind my last attempt, wasn't I? Yes. So let's try again. It's important to be tenacious in this day and age of heightened competition. Everywhere you look, so to speak. Or doesn't competition breed innovation, I suppose you could say? And at the end of the day, who in the right minds would say no to innovation? Will I do it? Yes. And I'm first, but not with the score, with my old one. Okay, that was 364, which ended up being surprisingly difficult. So now on to 365. Interesting looking, varied objectives to accomplish, and I'm third on this one. Interesting level number as well, since there's 365 days in most years, isn't there? Given that I'm an OCD victim, I suppose it isn't necessarily surprising that I have a fixation with numbers. And how I like counting things and keeping track of various numeric occurrences in life. And you think I must have been playing for over 40 minutes now, mustn't I? And yet I must remember not to rush as well. Since rushing often proves to be counterproductive, doesn't it, in this day and age? Doesn't look like I'll do it, does it? Oh well, it was a valiant attempt at least. To be honest, I haven't been going for like 45 minutes now, isn't it? That's a rather excessive length for my standards. Suppose there's no harm in doing it though, with how I tend to produce videos in smaller file sizes these days. I'd say we've got enough purples on screen now. Just barely enough anyway. There we go. Wasn't that beautiful? I think we've got near enough all the greens we're going to get on screen now. And things worked well enough in the end as well. Now our most worrying problem is the amount of slices of toast we need, isn't it? We need twice as many slices of toast as the amount of moves we have available. but we should do it. And we will. Still third, but at least I've done the level. So that we all finished. Been playing for 46 minutes, but I've done 10 levels, so I feel chuffed at that. So for the time being, I'll bid you all farewell and go downstairs to eat my pizza, because us fatties like our pizzas, don't we? So goodbye, folks, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.